Lumber is at the heart of Canada's building industry. It's in everything from the framing of our houses to our insulation, our floors, panels, and window frames. But the building industry is in a tight spot in 2024. 5 years ago, in the prairies alone, the building sector saw $7.2 billion in sales. And since 2020, the entire renovation market continues to see huge expansion, now with a big influx of people exploring the DIY or do-it-yourself trend. But as the market continues to get bigger, so does the sector's labor shortage. In the next 5 years, 20% of the workforce is set to retire without enough workers to replace them. As Canada continues to grow and bring in more immigrants and refugees, a labor shortage means less people to build, resulting in less houses for a growing population. But a chance for new legacies is within reach through the people making Canada their new home, and Winnipeg's building sector is ready to help people build some dreams.
I guess I'm gonna leave. And so see, this is where an actual wall was. So we blew a hole in the wall when we did renovations for this. Since we have this plywood built into the foam, right? It's 3/4 inch plywood and it allows the insulation to be structural.
No, it's all good. So I want to talk about
Yes! Hi! This is Liz Kovach, president of the Western Retail Lumber Association. Its head office is in Winnipeg, but Kovach and her team support members in the Prairies, British Columbia, Northwestern Ontario, Northwest Territories, Yukon, and Nunavut.
We're here to support small to medium and large businesses that work in the building materials industry. And to give some context, our members produce and sell everything that goes into a building. So whether it's a commercial building, residential, or agricultural building, that's what they do. And our job is to help them run really great, smooth businesses where we support their staff in their training needs and, of course, their marketing needs as well to their customer base.
Thanks. Want to show me around?
I do. Our office is in transition right now. So the time of year that you're here is when we're really focused on membership renewal and membership recruitment. And you'll see we've got our folders that are all ready to go. We send packages out to our members to let them know what they get for their membership dues, what their return on investment is, and of course it highlights a lot of the things that they can then participate in and take part in that help them build some businesses. We're basically trying to be the squeaky wheel to make sure the government knows that our industry exists, our members exist, and what the economic impact that they have on their communities. And our members build communities, and I know a lot of people don't see that. When you walk into a local lumber store, you're not actually stopping to think about what that entails, because you just need something, whether you need a screw, whether you need wood, whatever it is that you need, but those folks really are helping the construction sector build communities. So the advocacy side really is elevating the profile, and next week we're actually headed to Ottawa as well. So,
my goodness, okay. I want to talk to you a little bit more about that, so let's find a place to
yeah, sure. Our industry and our association represents everything from start to finish. So whether it's a tree that is harvested and processed into lumber, whether it's siding that started out as a steel coil and has now been manufactured into something that looks beautiful on the outside of your home, whether it's the insulation that you don't see but you appreciate when it keeps you cool or hot, depending on the time of year it is. All of those from start to finish, our members produce. Our members are building communities. We're here to help build people up in their careers as well and give them a really great opportunity to work for an awesome industry.
So when my parents immigrated here from the Philippines, I feel like they had the typical experience of that time in the 80s. I think it was the 80s, where they were in a lot of service jobs and really, really had to work to stay afloat. And I feel like I'm really lucky in that I'm in this job and in this career, but it was not the same for them. So for people coming to Canada now, are you saying that this is a really viable industry where they can see a lot of growth into perhaps even an executive role?
Absolutely. We're always going to be building. There's no question. We talk about the fact that there's a housing shortage right now, and of course we're expecting some more immigration. And like you, I have a very similar background with my family as well. I feel very grateful that we've had the opportunity to build the life that we have here, which they didn't necessarily have. And so to be able to offer that is really incredible. So that's really important. But we're always going to be building, there's always going to be a need, and we see there's growth everywhere that's required. And I think once we start to see, we're really going to start to see the shift once the interest rates go down and once our economy starts to pick up on the building side, we're really going to see the impact of how much needs to be built here in Canada. Want to make sure that it's easy for people to come in and learn and build their career from there. And that's where, for newcomers, this is a great place to come. We have so many of our organizations that have such a cultural diversity. If you go through a lot of our plants, you'll get to see the flags of all the cultures that are represented, and it's really amazing to see. You can see the diversity on the floor. People are working really well together, and there's definitely some training there to help people succeed and excel. And we've seen a lot of newcomers to Canada who found some interest, and I've heard of a lot of them now. They're purchasing different lumber stores, and it's really cool because now we get to work with them on some of their training and development as well. So it's fun to be a part of that.
Kovach says no matter what the skill set, there's room in the building industry for people to come work. That's because nearly every skill is transferable to the sector.
I'm a great example. I was training to be an athletic therapist, and now I'm working in the building supply industry. I would never have been able to plan this, but as you learn and as you start to understand what some of your strengths are and where your interests lie, that's when you start to create that shift.
Kovach says bringing new people to the industry is essential to keep it moving and to keep a roof over everyone's heads. So the WRLA is constantly evolving to meet the needs of its members. This means everything from public awareness campaigns to providing education and training that specifically caters to varying levels of skills and experience. But while Kovach and her team are working on Western Canada, there are companies closer to home, right here in Winnipeg, that are trying to do the same thing. After the break, we'll head over to a manufacturing plant and meet some new Canadians making a go at a new career in building.
Canadian summers just hit different with Tim's.
I know it's up.
Introducing 2 new sparkling quenchers made with natural flavors and colors. Memories are made with quenchers.
It's time for Tim's.
Thousands of Canadians like Glenn test our products for quality over and over and over again. So you know they're built to last. Only the best earn the badge.
And now it's time for Stuff You Should Do, brought to you by Surplus Direct. To the Downs. Come experience the thrill of live horse racing at Assiniboia Downs every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, with free admission and free parking. Check out Wonder Show's Family Fun Carnival and enjoy the midway that sparkles at a location near you. See you at the fair. If you have a community event, email us.
We know you care. But if this is all too real for you and your loved ones, make the call. Because we care too. Home instead. To us, it's personal.
Chuck's getting a checkup thanks to a recent health scare. He's also thinking about his family and how to protect them should anything happen to him. With North Cover Life Insurance, he'll be so well covered that it'd be like he's wearing a parka. And like a parka, North Cover keeps you well protected. Looking good, Chuck. With North Cover Life Insurance, applying is easy. It only takes one phone call with no medical, blood tests, or forms. Chuck, there's a step stool behind you. Your family may get an advance payout to cover funeral costs. And they will be looked after with a cash payout up to $1.5 million. Plus, if diagnosed with a terminal illness, 100% of the benefit can be received up front. Being well protected does feel good. North Cover, insurance the right way. Get a quote today. Call 1-844-552-1010 now or visit northcover.ca.
Cadbury Dairy Milk. There's goodness in everyone.
So right now it's gonna cut across the block. Like currently we're cutting, the size is 2 inches.
This is a block of expanded polystyrene, and right now it's going through a hot wire machine where it's getting cut to a specific size. Here at Quick Therm Insulation in Winnipeg, 3 people, all of them Canadian immigrants, are on the line turning expanded polystyrene sheets into insulation used in all kinds of buildings. That's 3 people who have not only begun new careers in the industry, it's also 3 people who are helping to fill a gap left by the growing shortage of workers in the sector. Let's head inside and meet them.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, morning. I'm
My
Joanne.
name is Mike.
Mike?
Yeah, welcome to Quick Therm.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this is our colleagues. This is Neil.
Neil. Hi.
Hi, my name is Jotham.
Jotham. Nice to meet you too. Okay.
Okay,
So,
we can go at the warehouse.
Awesome. I'll follow you.
After you.
Thank you.
Michael Bernardino and his co-workers, Neil Aguilar and Jotan Benedicto, have all come to Winnipeg from the Philippines.
So this is our warehouse. Like as you can see, we have stocks like ready to laminate. This door is for our receiving area. So usually a truck of blocks like that come in like once a week. So we stack it here and we cut blocks depends on the order of the customers.
I'm smelling something. What is that?
It's the fume for the styro,
Oh, okay.
but it's not that toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long have you been working here?
I've been working here for 2 years,
That's nice.
and Neil's working for a year, right? Almost a year. And Jotham for 3 months. Yeah, exactly 3 months.
So you're a little bit newer. And Filipino ka ba?
Yes.
Yeah, all of you?
We're all Filipinos.
Hi, my people. So when this is done, what happens next?
So we're going to move on the other side, the warehouse. So this is where the lamination takes place. So this is our laminator. So basically, we run it through here, like to put a film on top and below the styro.
Oh.
And the finished product will look like this one. It's gonna be laminated from bottom and top. Then it's gonna go through this perforator. Like it puts some tiny holes, like for water and air to like evaporate in it. Then after that, this is the bagging area.
Okay.
Then we stack them and band them.
Okay, and they're all ready to go.
Yeah, this is, yeah.
Quick Therm's Director of Operations, Ryan Cullen, says there's a reason wood gets put into each slab. Its matrix system allows for thick insulation that's easy to install.
So it fastens through the wood and into the roof deck, okay? And there's usually some type of air vapor barrier, self-adherent air vapor barrier between them. You need this as your primary layer of defense against vapor. First layer gets fastened down, and then the second layer gets fastened to the first layer. Right? So you have nothing running through the whole system. So it really helps with like penetrations for rain and water and stuff like that. It's useful. But the bigger thing is there's no thermal bridging. And what thermal bridging is basically conduction, usually through metal, can be through wood as well, right through a system. So imagine like wood stud walls in a basement, right? And you have your fiberglass in between them. Each of those studs, there's thermal bridging through it. Right? Okay. So this eliminates that because you have nothing running through the system, right? First layer is attached to the structure, second layer is attached to the first layer. Yeah. Nothing's going through it.
That's great.
So it makes it way more energy efficient. It's really quite nice. Like working in Manitoba has been a blessing. It's cool to see, you know, your home province and working with people in your home province and getting it out the door and then going all throughout Canada. We're going up north to Nunavut, into the Yukon, to Northwest Territories and really having an impact. So I think it just, from my standpoint, it's just cool being involved in a Manitoba company and then making a difference all throughout Canada.
And for Bernardino, Aguilar, and Benedicto, being part of the process in the creation of the expanded polystyrene insulation is among the best parts of working at QuickTherm. So for you, what is your favorite part of this job?
Cutting machine.
Yeah.
Because that's what I always do every day.
Really? Do you each have like your own little thing?
Yeah.
You're cutting?
Cutting. Those two guys laminating.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
For me, it's the laminating part because it's where we can see the finished product and ready to go or ship it out.
Yeah. And for you, what is your favorite part of this job?
Oh, this one is like I'm here cutting and then bagging.
Oh, okay.
That's more I want, like this, laminating and bagging.
There.
Like you can just walk like a model, like that.
This is your catwalk?
Yeah, this is my catwalk here, coming from here, like that. And then pull the sheet here and then put it in the bag there.
Cool. Although the three enjoy different parts of the manufacturing process, they have one thing in common. They all came to Canada hoping for more opportunities for themselves and for their families.
Because Canada is it's the real life.
When I had my children, me and my wife decided to move here for more opportunity and hope for a safer and better future for my kids.
Bernardino's entry into the building industry was unplanned and unexpected. An experienced nurse, he immigrated to Canada in 2014 from Angeles City in the Philippines to join family in Winnipeg.
I was a bit disappointed because of how strict the regulatory body of nursing here before. So, but then, why not take or shift to another business? And back then, I was still living with my brother, so I don't want to be a burden to them. So I did find a job to help financially.
Bernardino found a job at a warehouse, and it eventually led to him working at QuickTherm, where Aguilar and Benedicto eventually joined him at a job they say doesn't even feel like work.
It is fun. That's the most important thing, right? You're going out in the morning and then you're excited going to your job, right? And all the people here is treating we're all family here, right? It's a family business, and that's why when my first day here, even my interview, when I came here, it's I felt like I'm home. This is home, right?
No stress. Even if after work, you can go home no stress. Unlike other warehouse, first thing in the morning you're already tired. But here, you will never get tired.
The three come from different places in the Philippines, all with different backgrounds, and all had hesitations in jumping into an industry they knew little about. But
you know Filipinos.
yeah, I do. We're
resilient and
hardworking.
Yeah, hardworking. Not to brag.
Well, you can brag a little bit. The three friends say they're not sure what the future will bring, but it's clear whatever direction they choose to go, their company is behind them. Aguilar says he's headed to Red River College soon to start studying IT, and QuickTherm has made it clear he has a job with them both during and after his schooling. But that's not all. As the company grows, so does its need for more team members, and who better to consult for new faces than the ones who most recently came through the door.
Sa mga kababayan ko dito sa Canada, so kung gusto nyong magtrabaho sa ganitong klaseng industriya, why not try it? Baka magustuhan niyo. That's it.
It's not just Filipino immigrants who are joining the building sector. The Western Retail Lumber Association says it's seeing people who have come to Canada from all over the world deciding to give the building industry a try. So much so that now companies have completely integrated different cultures into the workplace in the form of language and important dates. The Western Retail Lumber Association is even developing materials that are specifically meant to support people whose first language is not English. All this in an effort to bring more people like Bernardino, Aguilar, and Benedicto into the industry to stay.
Dogs have hands too. Help clean them every day with dentist sticks to help keep them happy and healthy.
What's this stuff?
Plan a safe ride home. You do what you want to. You know what to do. Plan a safe ride home.
Girls' night. I'll be late.
Well, even if it's 1 or 2, you know what to do. Plan a safe ride home.
I have a ride home planned. Don't you worry. I'll text you later.
Have fun.
Plan a safe ride home.
If you want to swim 12 months of the year, then you gotta have a swim spa. They're available in a variety of sizes from 11 all the way up to 19 feet. With R35 insulation, they cost less to heat for a whole year than the traditional pool costs for just 4 months. And the best part is, if you move, you can take it with you. So if you like the idea of a refreshing dip on a hot summer's day or ringing in the new year under the stars, call Krevko Lifestyles, your gotta have swim spa store.
Are your gums bleeding and inflamed? New Colgate PerioGard toothpaste is clinically proven for healthier gums. It reduces bleeding and inflammation with its long-lasting antibacterial activity. New Colgate PerioGard significantly reduces gum bleeding and inflammation.
Frizz, dryness, breakage. New Dove 10-in-1 Serum Hair Mask with patented peptide complex fortifies hair bonds, helps reverse 10 visible signs of damage in 1 minute. Keep living. We'll keep repairing.
New Finish Ultra Max, engineered for the toughest conditions. Dry burnt-on stains, old dishwashers, very hard water. New Finish Ultra Max with Cycle Sync technology helps deliver the ultimate clean.
Everything that you think there's no way to top it, this season tops it.
Never know what was going to happen next.
Wow!
Whoa! I mean, we've never seen anything like this before.
The youngest ever on that stage.
I'm sorry, I can't give you a yes. I've got to give you one of these.
America's Got Talent, season premiere, Tuesday, 8/7 Central on City TV or stream it on City TV Plus. Celebrate the iconic series MASH.
We had become a social phenomenon.
MASH, the comedy that changed television. Monday, 8/7 Central on City TV.
The building industry isn't just about manufacturers and construction workers. All sorts of skill sets are needed for the diverse jobs in the sector, from shipping, manufacturing, sales, marketing, IT, HR, management, and customer service. Industry leaders say they need everyone. All you need is a great personality, great attitude, and a penchant for learning. Don't believe me? Let's head into Star Building Materials and hear from someone firsthand about how rewarding this industry can really be. Hi, Mark.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
See you.
I'm Joanne.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Hi. So,
Welcome to Star.
thank you so much.
Primarily, we supply building materials to the contractor and to the home builder. And anytime you see building that's going on in new developments, and for the big multifamily units, we supply primarily all the contractors and home builders in Winnipeg market. A lot of it all starts from here. So every project that you see that's going up, where you see cranes or construction or anything, all starts from a lumberyard. And we used to be a small little homegrown business here in Winnipeg, and Star kind of came from that, as supplying all the materials that go into those homes that we build.
Mark Kennedy is the Vice President of Operations at Star Building Materials in Winnipeg. He says his story, like many others in the industry, began with an unplanned leap.
Yeah, so good story. As I said, I didn't plan on becoming into lumber retail, but right out of university, my boss at the time, I was working at a company called Beaver Lumber. It was a part-time gig as I was going through school, and he said, "What do you want to do now?" And I said, "I don't know." And he goes, "Work here full-time." So from there, it's just opportunity after opportunity came by. It took me to Vancouver and the West Coast, and then that brought me back to Winnipeg, where through a couple different opportunities again, I ended up at Star, and now I'm running the business. So I've been in this industry for over almost 35 years now, and I don't think I've ever applied for a job. It was basically just an opportunity came upon itself from company to company, and slowly moved up and just worked hard at what we were doing, and you get recognized.
Kennedy says his first major project since starting at Star was to give it a much-needed upgrade.
This is what we were, which is we call the Hillbilly Board Store. So we had gravel lumberyard. We had, if it rained, it was these big puddles that were coming in. The warehouses were falling over. Our store was tiny, and we had everybody tripping over everybody. During COVID, we probably would have had to have shut down if we stayed in that spot. So we knew that this was a big task for us in order to rebuild and rebrand of who we were and what we wanted to be.
Star Building Materials now has a renovated retail space, a 7-acre shipping and lumberyard, and multiple warehouses. Like the growth of the store, industry leaders like Kennedy say the potential for career growth is just as promising.
For young people in our industry, the opportunity is amazing. There is a ton of older guys like myself that are looking at the end of our careers and potentially looking to retire. And right now, you could write your own ticket. If you're a young person who wants to work hard and learn the business, you can really do well in this industry. You fall in love. The people in this industry, the customers that you deal with on a day-to-day basis, that's the part that keeps you coming back. And every day we have fun. And what career can you say? In a lot of them, it's hard work, but we have fun doing it.
Kennedy says at the moment, many leaders and organizations are looking to begin succession planning as they also plan to retire. But without new faces joining the industry, it will be difficult to do it properly. Over the next 5 years, 20% of the workforce is set to retire, leaving a huge gap in the building sector. But with that gap also leaves a chance for new possibilities for immigrants, young Canadians, anyone looking to learn and grow. To be a part of the next generation building Canada's future with the materials you see right here.